ready to stand.
Nigerians criticized him, especially in his fight against corruption, his fight against insecurity and all of that. But these are some of his campaign promises. Were these promises genuine or just selective?
It
Of
has
course,
become,
he failed. He failed
Yes.
to keep the promises.
yes, it has become a norm that Nigeria politicians will come out and promise us, and people immediately saying those things, you will have known that he's telling us lying. So telling us lying has become part of our life to the extent that if you listen to them telling lies, nobody cares. It's their business. That's how they usually lie. You know, when you meet a liar, when he's talking, you'll be looking at his mouth like this. Baby, he's telling lie. Everybody know that he's telling lies. So in a place where lie has become so constant, it will become normal, because he's not the first person to promise and not fulfill it. It is very, very obvious that almost all our politicians, they like to promise and not fulfill it. And when they now fail, they will still be the one that will be justifying. I mean, their failure. They will still be looking for excuse. They will still be the one that will be looking for excuse. They will still be looking for a way to tell lie, to make sure that you see it as if they have fulfilled that promise. They will say, "I fulfilled the promise," by mouth. But look at the ground. The promise has not been fulfilled. One of the promise of President Muhammadu Buhari was that we should give him 6 months. We deal with Boko Haram. But 6 years, Boko Haram are still enjoying. But what they will do is that they will just go and cook once and they say, we have won them technically. Have you ever heard something like that before? We have won. I don't know. We have won them technically. We have done this. But you said you were going to chase them away. You told us how you deal with Matrasini. And Tinubu also came out and told us how retired generals have been helping so many nations. When France, Tinubu, that campaign that Tinubu did in 2015, okay, you know, be here. It's like the spirit of Awolowo come down from heaven. That kind of campaign. When France was in problem, they went to call their retired general. And Tinubu, God, now only God could forgive all this our leader. With their they like to lie. Okay, when you even have a liar as your minister of information, what do you expect? Very, very unfortunate.
With what Mr. Femi just said now, or with what he just analyzed, would you call him a hero of democracy or a failure in governance? This is a man that had promised so much, and at the end of the day, he failed to keep some of his promises.
Oh, well, let me start by saying I'm not going to call him an hero of democracy or a failure. First and foremost, let's look at this issue of our judiciary system in Nigeria. A judiciary system whereby it is not giving room for the citizen to engage whosoever that want to come in as a Mr. President or as a governor, to interrogate them, to press them that what do you really have in structure? What are you bringing for us? What do you really have in mind for this country, for the masses as a whole? And whosoever will just emerge a president or a governor, they just come in and promise heaven and health without fulfilling the obligation. Like the former president himself, well, Muhammadu Buhari, you know, all the promises he made when it comes to security, to restore back stability in different avenue, in different channel, he couldn't fulfill the obligation, you know, and so far so good. There is nobody to challenge him, to call him to order, say, you are doing the campaign, these are things you say, these are the promises you promised the country, but now you've left the seat, you didn't fulfill all these promises. Our digital system does not give us room to do that. This is a country whereby you've been denied of your rights. You don't have access. You don't have that strength or that confidence to protest, you know, to demand of what belongs to you as a citizen of the country. So I want to talk about the judiciary system, and that's why I said he has not really fulfilled his obligation. But like I said yesterday, another Yoruba will say, he has come and he has gone. So let's just appreciate God that in one way or the other, to him personally, he has fulfilled his own purpose. You know, as a ex-president of Nigeria, he's still our hero.
Would Nigeria have been better if he never returned as president? If he never returned in 2015? Would Nigeria have been better?
Uh, Partially, Nigeria could have been bettered, to an extent,
If you never won that election,
if he never won the election. And since he has won the election, let me just say categorically, there is no how you can fight the plan or the arrangement of God. Just like the 2023,
was Buhari an arrangement of God?
if God has never wanted him to be, he will not be.
Okay, you are trying to talk about 2023. I'm sure it's actually people are betting, right?
Like the 2023,
Okay.
we've seen a lot of chief critics and I would say highly these are strong haters of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu that come out and protest against him. Some file some false allegation against him. Is this, is that, without any genuine evidence. He is not going to be. We even see some men of God that claim to be men of God that come out with false prophecy, false vision, and say, hey, his enemy will die. The country will divide. He will not this, he will not that. But to God be the glory. God have his own way of doing things. God perfected it, and he made the winner. He won the election, and today he's the president of Nigeria. That's why I use the word that there is nothing you can do. If God have his own plan and his own arrangement, you cannot fight the plan of God. In the issue of President Muhammadu Buhari, he has come and he has gone. So in one way or the other, let's just sympathize with the family and with Nigerian generally. Let's thank God for his beginning and for how he has ended.
Mr. Femi, your take on what the question I asked.
That maybe Nigeria would have been better
If
Buhari
he didn't return in 2015.
Nigeria would have been better because it's like at 2015 Nigeria, they make us to, they push us to the position of confusion. Everybody was confused. We don't really know which one is the weakness of Jonathan or the one that these people are creating. Cogent example is issue of subsidy removal in 2012. So all along, these people knew that the subsidy is due for removal, but they pretend and they use it to play politics. All along, these people, instead of all of us to come together and fight insecurity, they politicize it. To the extent that they went ahead to romance the then American president, what's his name? Obama.
Barack Obama.
To make sure that they dealt with Jonathan. All of them, they shunned Jonathan. They abandoned Jonathan at that position to be fighting his own battle alone. Let me tell you, this thing I'm saying, I hear it, I know it, and I listen to somebody that will always be at least 85% be sincere to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We see Otitoju, Babajide Otitoju. He said all this, and he said, if you know what they did with, what they did for Jonathan, they didn't sell ammunition for him. He was looking for where to buy ammunition. He wanted to buy a black market ammunition. His plane was grounded in South Africa. All his efforts, they make sure that it was jettisoned.
They rendered it useless.
They rendered him useless. They crippled him. The man, no. The man was crippled. In the name of power must go back to the north. This rotation of power, north, south, north, south. This north that you and Tinubu know. Tinubu know the game that what the north want is power. There is nothing you can do for them.
And that's why I gave it to them.
And they say, Buhari, you can go. But after you go, it's my turn. So Tinubu look at this northern that all what you want is power. Go and take your power now. And the 8 years of Buhari, if not that you just use it to favor all these, what did they call them? Burudi change, Aboki fix. And they use it to promote Fulani agenda. When I look at all what he did for that 8 years, to me, there is nothing to write home about. I don't see. Maybe Nigeria would have been better without Buhari, and even go back to somebody like Buhari to come and rule us again. It's a disgrace to this nation. I'm telling you, somebody that truncated our democracy in 1983. That one is enough. So, do you want to benefit from this thing? What has changed? What has made you think that democracy is better than military? We were told that he was not part of people that planned the coup. He was invited to come ahead, to come govern, because they know that he was one close to corridor power during Obasanjo regime, and they see that this man can deliver. That's why they call him into that thing. Why not reject it that time? Why is it so paying you when they overthrew you, when IBB overthrew you, military to military. So what has changed? What now make you think that you can benefit from our democracy? Now you now come here, you now begin to toil all those things that you failed to do that time to champion Fulani agenda. You now begin to establish it and say, our border is open. Anybody, give them visa on arrival. Fulani, you can come. Come and take over. So they extent that this man more cost. He said, okay, if your problem is too much in Nigeria, I will relocate to the Republic. That's my second hope. He told us so openly. So this man, he will have saved us if he didn't come back. He will have saved Nigeria.
Is Tinubu not another second Buhari in Nigeria?
God forbid. God forbid and God forbid. Looking at the two personality, the quality and the level of the intelligence is diverse. Tinubu, he has vision and he has positive agenda to deliver Nigerians and to bring in proper stability to the present situation in this country. But it's just a matter of time and to encourage this very government. When you look at the person of President Muhammadu Buhari that has passed on today, I want to question his level of intelligence and his quality. When one is visionless, when one has no dream, you shouldn't expect something positive or a transparent future.
So it was visionless.
From him.
Is that what you're trying to say?
Based on the level of his intelligence.
Yeah.
Am I communicating? You cannot compare whatsoever from the northern.
It was missionless.
Yes.
Visionless.
You cannot compare
Under
any.
the APC administration.
Is not.
So Tinubu brought in a
When
visionless person, a missionless person, a person that had no focus.
That's your own quote. It's not my quote yet.
That's simply what
I've not really summarized everything.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
All right.
That is, it came under APC government. Like some people will say, Tinubu is Babasi, Babasope. But this is a man that will give whosoever an opportunity to exercise.
He gave a visionless person an opportunity to govern the affairs of the nation.
To govern the affairs of the nation.
That was what Tinubu did, right?
Listen to me. Let me just. Let me clear myself.
Okay, sir.
He gave him because he has been hungry and been desperate of testing the presidential seat. And politics is a game of tricks. If you don't know politics, you don't know the politics. There's a politics behind all politics, and which is what Tinubu has played. Okay, is a favorite of the Northerners. Let me go ahead and use him. He will definitely make way for me from 2023, and which is what Tinubu has done. And it's left to him. He has been given the chance and the opportunity to fulfill his own genuine obligation, and he has failed to fulfill the obligation in security level to stabilize the situation of the country. He has failed in that channel. So that does not mean APC failed. APC never failed. He failed himself. He failed his own generation. Like we are still on the track now. President Bola Tinubu, he is not in to fail, and he has never failed. Okay, I stand to be corrected. Okay.
For the same complaints people were complaining, the same issues we were complaining, are still the same issues the Nigerians are complaining under Tinubu's administration.
For what has been destroyed for good, roughly 20-something years, it can never be corrected under 2 years administration of APC government. It takes time. Okay. The Buhari himself, he has brought in a failure agenda to the country.
All right, thank you so much for criticizing the administration of APC.
No, I never criticized the administration of APC. Don't quote me. Wrong. I never criticized the administration of APC.
Okay.
I criticized the administration of Buhari himself. Okay, so I never criticized.
By who?
Forget
who led him to victory.
Forget about who led him to victory. Even though God has led a man to victory and he decided to fail himself, he failed himself.
Okay.
So forget about Tinubu led him to victory. Tinubu has succeeded him of becoming a president, but singularly he failed himself. Singularly Buhari failed himself. So that is that very spot.
Is Tinubu not failing?
Tinubu has never failed. And quickly, I think there's an issue I also want to address. I think you raised an issue of what was the second question you asked?
About his health or what?
About his health. Okay, that maybe his health has been a disadvantage to him for not delivering positively to Nigeria. I don't see it as health. Individual quality which he has. That is all he has exercised for Nigeria. He has shown all he have in stock for Nigeria. So though health is life, but he has delivered what he have in stock for
All right,
Nigeria.
it's to be buried today, no doubt.
Yes.
A lot of dignitaries will be attending that event. Femi, what do you have to say?
Well, let me say something about people are trying to differentiate between Tinubu and Buhari. The problem is that Tinubu is not Buhari and Buhari is not Tinubu, but Tinubu is worshiping Buhari and is worshiping Fulani hegemony.
No,
He's worshiping them
He's not worshiping.
because of power. When they killed the daughter of Fashoranti, what was the response of Tinubu when they say it was Fulani that killed him? That killed her. Baba said, "Where is the cow?" You cannot even pretend and say, "Okay, wait until they do investigation." I think, honestly speaking, a diplomatic response at that point will have saved Baba when he said, "I can't say. Let's wait until investigation says so." But for you to be coming out and upon all the killing of Fulani in the southwest data, mention one cogent thing that Tinubu said to go against Fulani killing. Do you know how many people Fulani killed in the southwest data? Oyo State was commanded by Fulani killing our. Why do you think Sunday Igboho rise up? When Sunday Igboho was talking, what was the response of Bola Ahmed Tinubu? When Fulani busy killing people in Oyo, killing a professor that came back from abroad to come and establish, Fulani tie him to the tree, slaughter him gruesomely. Igboho rise up. What was the response of Tinubu? He was worshiping Fulani because he need power in 2027. And up to this moment, they will still be linking their nyas because they need power. And it's not only Tinubu, it's like the South has been inflicted with some of the Fulani charm. Go to Southeast, some of their governors like this. That's how they are linking Fulani nyas. Some of our governors here, they are liquor. I don't know what made. Have you heard about one king from our year in our domain here? Left-headed to go and name them for Tulu Gambari in Ilorin, a king that I will be prostrating for. Now, when a man is leaning down for another man like him, a king lean down for another king from Ede, he went to Ilorin, his wife leaned down, him too, he leaned down until they become Linda. These people, they are worshiping Fulani. That is the problem. It's not only Tinubu. Maybe because I mentioned Tinubu now, it's paining you. It's not only Tinubu. Almost all our politicians, they are worshiping Fulani.
Okay. Let me quickly talk about. You want to ask about the local government election.
Yeah.
So let me quickly brief
ABC
the situation during the election day on Saturday. I think what we have seen on Saturday is results what we should be expecting come 2027 positively. Hello, excuse me, please. You dare not expect any strong contestant to challenge APC in Lagos for now, because Lagos State is a strong chamber of APC. All right, and during the local government election, we saw their new and faithful Nigerians who come out to exercise their votes, and everything went fair with fair and unfair election. So there was no any strong opposition to challenge APC in Lagos State during PDP era. During PDP era since 1999, while they are in power, we saw how they invade and then raid all other parties during local government election, governorship election, and presidential election. So we are not equally doing the same thing to them, because there are some places, even despite that being APC being the strong land of Lagos State, there are some places that opposition parties is still winning, and we don't take them to court, we don't violate things, and they don't take it from them. Okay, like this local government election now, some places in Ireland, I think there's maybe a PDP and other party there won some area there in Lagos Island.
Only local government, one councillor.
So, and
APDP win one councillor in Surulere.
I don't know where you are.
Which news are you
Do
watching?
you expect them to win as much as 40? Eh? It's not possible. It's not possible.
One councillor
They cannot eat what they do not work for. When Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu was laboring and starving himself, trying to give Lagos State a good structure that will benefit Nigeria, that will benefit Lagos State. What was PDP government doing under administrator of Obasanjo himself? He waged war against Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He stabbed the whole Lagosian. He stabbed the whole Lagos citizen. He stabbed the Lagos agenda. So nobody should do what come today and start telling us it's not.
Clearing of all this.
Every man pray to eat the fruit of his labor.
Was it not a sign of electoral fraud?
It is never a sign of electoral fraud.
Not an electoral
at all.
manipulation.
Nobody was forced to vote for APC, and there is nobody that votes opposition party that was sabotaged. That you are not allowed to vote your party.
How many residents of Lagos even came out to vote?
No. It depends on the constituency or the environment where you individual reside. Like in Ogba here now, people turn out massively and then vote. Okay, and they vote Oluwole. Like we have Olusegun David. Olusegun David Odun Baku emerged the executive local government chairman. He returned back and he regained the position of the executive chairman here. So it was a fair and fair election. Nobody should put it. Yes, it was a free fair election.
That was conducted by Lagos State Independent Electoral
by LASEC. Okay,
Electoral Commission.
Electoral Commission. Okay, it's not by Lagos State or whatever. So nobody should tarnish the image of Lagos State or the image of APC. So majority of you are shipplaces. You don't have voters card. You don't have national ID card. You don't have Lastra. You know, so you don't have all these things that enable you to be a genuine citizen of a country of Nigeria. So you don't just come out and tweet or condemn the image of Nigeria or image of Lagos State. Okay, or to condemn or to vandalize the good vision of APC. Either I like it or not, leave it for this very government. I pray God will shame the enemy of this country at the end of the tunnel, and there will be a light. Thank you.
Please let me make a brief submission about this just concluded the local government election. Okay, it's not only in Lagos State something like this happened. Everybody know that. If state conductor, do you see why I'm afraid of this state governor, and why I'm afraid of this restructure, this power devotion to the state? All these our governor, majority of them are wicked than any president you can imagine. Even if federal government conduct election sometime, you will see a level of transparency. If state conduct election, oga, na me do am, na me chop everything, do sacrifice and chop the whole sacrifice. It's not peculiar to Lagos State alone. Let alone Lagos State under the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu at the federal. Oga, you wan die, who will dare to come and meddling in this local government election of Lagos State? Who born you? So that's why everybody just kukuma say it's your property, yo. Go and take it, yo. It doesn't concern us. No, I'm not. Okay, like we regularly say, it's like opposition in Lagos State, they have even went to slumber.
They don't have money
if you want to do election now, see, it is only APC you will see that will be doing groundbreaking campaign.
They don't have money to buy
Lagos State is in the pocket of somebody and he has not released it. Maybe if God tomorrow say Baba should come, maybe that time Lagos State will breathe. As we are talking now one pocket with day and no local government election can be fair.
They don't have money.
Citizen.